Should I leave that?
or his orbit was a
Was
hard one
listening to a little
to penetrate,
podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
or his ecosystem or whatever, which isn't unsurprising because when people need to be insulated to hide or protect the things that they're doing.
Yeah.
The less people getting past the velvet rope, the better.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But I read his book.
Yeah.
And I read it in a day, and I started it, and I was like, okay, I don't want to do anything else until I finish this. And then I wanted to reach out to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then, kids and stuff in life. And I was like, I'll call him tomorrow. I'll call him next week. But I wanted to just congratulate him and have a laugh about how I was included in his book.
Yeah.
That there's one line where he says, fuck Charlie Sheen. I'm going to be just as famous one day, He was like using me. Like I used Emilio and Rob and Dad and the rest of them, And I never got to reach out and first of all, thank him for that and congratulate him on the book. And then he died a month after I read it.
Gaining strength from the planet I'm paid to destroy.
There was a moment in my childhood. There was a coffee house in Malibu, and it sits like it was there for years. And they finally
Oh my God, made it easy.
School, right? And
They all packed them up for me.
I decided that Jaws was the greatest film ever made, right? And I saw it in a movie theater 100 times. Like in a movie theater, because it played in theaters for a year or longer. So anyway, in the middle of that, probably 40 showings into that, right? Dad drops me off at that diner, and I go and sit down. He said, "I'll park the car and I'll join you in a minute," right?
Get that damage up.
I'm waiting for him, and a person sits down next to me, and I turn and look at him, and it's Roy Scheider.
Oh, wow.
It's Chief Brody. I'm frozen. I don't know what to do. I literally don't. We don't. The language is available. There's not. I'm 12, and then he was there just briefly. Dad took a while with the car. They knew each other from New York. That introduction could have been like, oh, hey, by the way, it's my son, right? He leaves. Dad shows up, and I say, hey, Chief Brody was just here, right? He says, it's too bad. I know him. Could have introduced you. So then, I never got to tell him that, right? And I was always like, Jesus, if I ever see him out in the world, then, I'll say, wow, I was a child in this thing. But
Hey, Mac.
2.5, Holland Taylor, who played my mom, she knew
Let's
him.
see.
And so
Armor
she got
for-
that message
Ooh.
to him.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, before he passed.
Those are kind of
But
cool.
it was another one of those things. It was with Matthew that it was kind of it was. It,
I mean,
it
it's the
reminded
damage that gets
of
me. The damage that
the
kills me.
Scheider missed opportunity.
I love you. I love you, old boy.
Matthew wrote very honestly about his experiences, and there must have rang a lot of bells with you about those
Sure.
demons and what it's
Sure.
like
Oh yeah.
to have that kind of to be wrestling with that level of addiction.
Yes, and his story I think took us more through a lot of the just a lot of the stuff that he dealt with specifically with rehabs and with detoxes and with that whole world that tends to cycle people. You know what I'm saying? That sort of the business model is to rely on relapse. And I'm going to get yelled at for saying that, but it's really true, And then they
It
saw
can probably happen insidiously, where it starts out one way, but
Sure.
then things can become a business.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you want to return customers sometimes. And I'm asking, I'm not telling, because I don't know.
Yes, that is accurate.
Lawsuit's on you then.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
Once
Add
again
it,
in
add
the-
it to the stack.
There's actually 7 stacks behind you of lawsuits.
But I could relate to a lot of that, and just being at the mercy of people.
No.
Just giving up your
Big
power,
open
giving
up
up your
day.
agency, and giving up just the light that makes you special, and it just being dim, Plus, I never did the freaking drug that he,
Was it
overdose.
ketamine?
Ketamine, yeah.
Ketamine.
Yeah. The other thing that I'm grateful that, I was never involved. My heavy drug use never included fentanyl. So that was
Well,
never
there's a good chance you wouldn't be here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. My ex-wife Brooke was engaged to a guy who had a nice business, former athlete, young dude, good looking, but couldn't stop getting loaded and wound up in rehab again and scored some cocaine in rehab and went into the bathroom and did a couple big lines and
You don't see these every
died
day.
on his way to the floor. So it's like, and that was fentanyl. And I just think about, my gosh, how many situations was I in where we couldn't order the fentanyl test strips on Amazon back then, right? I mean, it was just
as you can now, you're saying?
Well, yeah, that's
you can, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, I think you
That's
might
the
order
thing.
fentanil on Amazon.
No, the test strips.
Oh,
to
damn
see
it.
if
For a
it's-
second, I was like, well, hold on.
Yes.
My phone's right here.
We're wrapping early.
Yeah, I misheard you.
I can't get enough of this
but,
rare stuff.
It's not like today when you can just get fentanyl on Amazon. There's another lawsuit, but not me, again, you. There was a great quote where you said that you and Matthew Perry, you had a friend of yours that described you guys as veterans of the unspeakable.
Yeah.
And
That's a Downey quote.
is it Jim Downey?
No, Robert Downey Jr.
Oh my God!
Yeah. That's a Downey quote.
Well, most people say Downey quote, and I go to Jim Downey,
That's awesome.
SNL comedy writer.
That's awesome.
And you go to that other Downey who no one knows.
Right, I
Is
mean,
that
maybe
his?
one day.
Yeah, and
Maybe
there's
one
another
day,
really funny, very funny, verbally dexterous guy, an actor.
No, and a lovely man.
Yeah.
But I gave him a new nickname in my
This
book.
one.
I call him Bobby DJ.
I like
pretty
that.
good, right?
I like Bobby
Kinda
DJ.
rolls right off the tongue, right?
Yeah.
Bobby DJ.
Okay, well, I don't have one of those.
I feel great.
I have
Let's
a.
just stick close to this
I'm not
rock.
going to say guilty pleasure because usually when you say, "Oh, I watch these comedies on reruns," but I'm friendly with one of your directors on 2.5 Men and the Widows.
Oh, okay.
Who's a
One
lovely
of,
guy.
One of the great people ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a lovely guy. He's hilariously funny. A lot of you will know him. Like, wait a minute, how do I know that? Great TV director, but Animal House.
Yeah.
He's in Animal House.
Yeah.
He's Hoover, I believe. In Animal House. Now hold on a second, Dean. You sit down, smart. That smart guy.
And he tells great stories from that set.
He has great stories
that
about
set.
Belushi. He has
Yeah.
great stories. I mean, I got to get him on here to tell those great stories. But his price is high.
So wait.
Anyway, he talks about you should be getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Interesting. Wow, they skipped that part.
Yeah.
Skipped it.
2.5 Men. Anytime that show is on, I'll watch it.
Seriously?
Yeah, because your character in that is funny in a way. Because I'm such a comedy nerd, I'm like, this is a little different. I'm trying to think of who
Power
else
up
has been
like
funny in this
Force
way. It feels
Tony.
very original to me to be playing that rhythm
Doing my job.
on a sitcom. It just felt unique to me. You feel like there's some precedence for it?
Well, yeah, I was borrowing, honoring parts of it from Ted Danson.
Right.
You know,
From Cheers.
Yeah,
But it's darker.
it is darker. It is
Sam
darker.
had to be somewhat likable. Of course. That didn't seem to trouble your character at all, being likable. You still like your character.
Right.
But you're not afraid to say the most horrendous things.
Right, because I had confidence that whatever that my character would wind up doing, that he would ultimately always be forgiven.
I've watched the blocking on that show. I think you burned 4 calories an episode. You're always very comfortably dressed.
Right.
And you're always usually sitting one leg crossed over the other with a beer. And then other people can have complete meltdowns.
Sure.
Or John can have a complete meltdown.
Sure.
You're watching, you've got some great jokes.
Sure.
Then cut to you in bed with an incredibly different, beautiful woman every week. And you're like,
I mean-
wait a minute, did you win some kind of contest?
Must have. Yes. Yeah. No, that's an aspect to it that nobody complained about. The actors or the audience. Yeah. And interestingly enough, I was either married or in some relationship. No, it was only 2 relationships during the entirety of 2.5. I was either with Denise, married, and that went bad, and then Brooke, married, and that went bad. So, anybody you see me dating on the show was just on the show, which kind of sucked.
I love that you're acting like, I know it's hard to believe, but I didn't actually sleep with that woman in that scene. That's usually the case.
Yeah.
This is going to be hard for you to believe, but I've interviewed thousands and thousands of women over 30 years of television, and guess what? I didn't sleep with any of them.
Seriously? Wow. How is that possible?
Thanks, pal.
Hey, sorry.
Okay,
Sorry.
B. Arthur.
Wow. Wow, you brought B into it.
I had to.
Wow.
I had to.
You mentioned that you watch it whenever it's on,
Yeah.
right? Do you know who else does? My parents.
I'm a new dwarf.
My
Your parents?
will stop what they're doing, and if they finish dinner or they're about to, and 2.5 is on, they'll just sit down and they'll just take it in, and then I'll show up at the house the next day, right? And I'll be like, hey, we watched this episode where so and so does this, and then the kid did that, and then so what? Why did John do that other thing? And I'm like, Mom, I can't answer that question. I don't remember the episode. You know what I'm saying? They want specific
Yes.
details.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, give me a little bit of backstory. And all the backstories are identical. You know what I'm saying? It's the week you threw John out of the house. I'm like, I need more. I need more, Mom. I need more.
You're slightly, unpleasant. You're skeptical that something John's trying to do is going to work out.
Right, and you're drunk in the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You immediately throw one woman over for another. What happened in that episode? I really like watching you and John Cryer
thank
in
you.
scenes
Thank you.
together. There's a really nice, real chemistry there. And I know I was happy because I'm friendly with John, and I know that you guys went through stuff, and that could not have been easy for John.
Sure.
I was very happy that he participated.
I was too.
Because
I was too, yeah.
it felt like
Get that longer laugh
there was
time.
a bit of a let's put that behind us, let's come together, which I thought was
For the most part, there
for
was.
the most part.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
When you say for the most part, who we
Because there's a couple moments in the doc where he's still kind of hacking on me a little bit, you know? And then he's questioning, like, if he should be in the doc. Because, you know, is it going to be another Sheen experience that starts great and finishes in the toilet? You know?
right.
So I proved him wrong this time.
Have you though? Because many people consider coming on this podcast to be a rock bottom. And by the way, I went through all of your experiences, both in the book and the doc.
Right.
This is your rock bottom.
Okay.
This beats you going to the trunk of your car for a MI 1533.
28, 30.
23, what is it, 36? So whatever. It's a different time. When you watch 60s movies, that joke about women's measurements all the time that people did back then, what is it? She's 24, 30, I forget how it goes.
36, 20 or 36.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? You watch it now, and it's just a standard thing. Like, she's 36, 24, 36. Wow. You're like, you're listing her bust and hip measurements? What? I've never understood it.
There doesn't need to be math in that moment. You know?
You're taking what should be a beautiful moment and reducing it to geometry, to ratios. The ratio of hip to breast is quite pleasing. It's the golden mean the Greeks discussed.
Pythagorean theorem.
Your Emilio is not in, and your dad's not in. Is that I think you mentioned at one point you wish they were in the doc, but they
All right,
felt like
well.
they don't want to speak to all of this. I don't know.
They watched a
raring
rough
to
cut
try this
of
out.
the first episode at my house with
You
the
don't see
director,
these every
Andrew
day.
Renzi. Ramon was there. Mom was there.
This bugs.
And they loved it. They
Dibbity
were
dips.
so entertained. They were
I want
laughing,
another
they were
go.
just like they were
Right.
so engaged. And then they both said,
Feels like a brand new gun
Dad
now.
said, I'm already in this thing. I'm already represented in this thing, and I like the way I look in
I'm
that
healing.
better than today. He says, you don't want
Such
the
an actor thing.
He said, you don't want the old version of me, And I'm like, well, kind of. I mean, that's an authentic moment right now. And so he said, no, I can't. And then Emilio, they both decided that or came to a realization that it was my story, and even though they're part of my life, obviously the whole journey, they didn't want to get in the way of my story. They didn't want to in any way put it through their own filters or in ways that might misrepresent some of the stuff, how it actually happened. They didn't want to get in the way. But of course the question is, they're not in it. What's the backstory? What's the feud? And there's like none.
Well, your dad has a very special place in my heart because early on, when I was doing my show in '93, '94, and people were saying, "What is this? Who is this guy? This comedy is aggressively strange." We had a bit where it's very hard to explain, but it was stay in your seat theater where we would.
It's already funny.
Yeah.
It's already funny.
Well, we would have. We needed someone with gravitas. I think it was a medical drama, and we needed a guest who would do the medical drama. But what happened is we had other actors with green screen sort of felt over their faces, moving to different positions, and then when their line came up, we would take someone from the audience, literally a person who had been waiting in line outside Rock Forest Center 20 minutes ago, their face would suddenly be put on the actors' bodies. They're just sitting in their seat. Do you remember? I don't know if anyone has seen this, but they would project it. It's early, aggressively weird stuff. And your dad said he'd do it. And so, I mean, we never thought Martin Sheen would do this. And
He'd be the superimposed face?
No, he was the actual guy. He's Martin Sheen as the doctor.
Got it.
And then he'd turn to another doctor and go, "What's the diagnosis?" And there'd be a body there with the green sock on.
Right.
And then someone from the audience who's just sitting in their seat, who's from the Bronx, their face would be there doing a scene, and they would we'd hold up a cue card and they'd say, 3 cc's of Palahomasamazone. And your dad would go like, "Great! And then one more thing, I'm in love with you," and your dad just went
Did he commit to it, the whole thing?
He didn't
Wow.
I mean, of course he did.
Wow.
He committed to it 1,000%.
That's amazing.
And he was lovely to me, and we had a great conversation, and I've always just had I mean, who does that? Especially with his stature, put this new guy, something that's bound to fail, let's do it.
Sign me up.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
So, I'm glad that you guys are, and you talk about this. I didn't realize that Emilio was the first choice that Oliver Stone wanted for Platoon.
Interesting, right? Yeah.
Interesting isn't the word.
I know.
That's,
it's bananas.
Let's go with interesting.
Interesting. Okay.
Hey, let's not use a fruit. But no, I mean, first of all, stuff between siblings and brothers especially, I think, can be, and I shouldn't say that, sisters too, but stuff between brothers is extremely loaded. Then you're both saying, let's do this acting thing. Emilio's first having success. Then there's this, what turns out to be a very important film, very important big director. And Emilio's their first choice. He's going to do it. And then something happens, the project gets delayed. And then they come around and they say, Charlie, Oliver wants to see you for it now.
Yeah.
How heavy is that?
It's
All right.
Emilio and I never had that moment where we sat down and processed it or even gave.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It never existed between us that we felt that we needed to, because it wasn't like that didn't work out for him and then he did nothing. He did a ton of cool shit and films that people are still talking about to this day. He I didn't mean to speak for him, but he told me that he didn't love the script. He didn't love the script. And then, if you ever have him on, there's a story with him and Tom Cruise, like jogging on the beach. That's already a great image, isn't it? Slow motion, the whole thing. And they're talking about the script of Platoon. They're kind of comparing notes. And then he was like, well, what about this thing? What about when when the bunny character pees in the dead VC's face and calls him this thing, and like, what about all that? And I was like, yeah, man, it's pretty gnarly. And And so, I don't
How about
really-
us losing the Vietnam War?
that
That's a
thing,
drag.
That part. Yeah.
We should win it.
Yeah. But so I don't think Emilio really felt like he missed out on a fantastic opportunity, which is interesting until he saw it and was like, oh shit. But I think he sees that it just would have been a slightly different film with him than it was with me, because I think that is the only part that we've ever listed the cross swords on. No, that's not right. What is the thing?
But
that
it's the
people
image in my
say?
head now.
That, Venn
No
diagram.
changing that.
It's the only role that never
Where your penis is touched.
Where our penis is touched. Yes.
I'm trying to help you. Am I helping?
At the premiere. So what the hell? That's not in the doc, is it? Jesus. I wanted to save something good for this, you know? Sorry, Emilio. Now I've done it. We were never up for the same stuff.
Well, this is another story that's fascinating. You say you give a verbal commitment or you sign a contract to do Grizzly 2 Revenge.
Right. It was originally called Grizzly 2 The Predator. Just for anybody, any cinephiles out there that think I'm violating the true spirit of the Grizzly franchise.
Well, I'm just going to tell you,
I'm besmirching the great
Matt Gorley
Grizzly
saw
name.
Grizzly 2 Revenge in the theater 75 times.
I'll thank you to respect the sanctity of my favorite film series, regardless of whether you were in it.
I move to dismiss. Yeah.
Motion denied.
But you know, this is the crazy story. So you said, yes, I'll do Grizzly 2 Revenge, which, by the way, also stars George Clooney and Laura Dern.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of great talent came out of Grizzly 2. And the Bear has gone on to now the
Yeah, he's got that whole that honey company. That's stupid. That was stupid.
He's the Paul Newman.
I love it.
That was useless.
He's the Paul Newman of honey.
Yeah.
All profits go to me. But you know, you say you're going to do that, and then you get this call that they want you to be the star of the Karate Kid.
That happened.
Yes.
And taken.
So I think it was on a Friday, and I went and I auditioned with Avildsen, correct? We have a research team here. Yeah, with John Avildsen. Yeah, and I thought the audition was a disaster. And it was the scene where he wakes up from the beating of the bullies, right? And he wakes up to his mystical sensei, right? And so to Pat Morita. And then the dialogue was kind of stilted and didn't really have any kind of flow.
Learning a lot about Charlie Sheen
like
today.
it did in that
Oh wow,
scene.
crazy!
It's
I
not
thought I would have had
supposed
some
to.
more.
That's kind of
Does
the
they gamble
first
too much?
encounter, isn't it? Yeah.
So this should be a little tentative.
Exactly.
Awkwardness,
Yeah, and I thought I
Now
tanked
this
it,
is a rare
and-
treat.
and on the drive home, I was like, all right, let's just park that and
is
just
the
do better
smart
next
pick.
time, you know.
More
And I get
options.
to Glennis Liberty's apartment in Santa Monica. She's
Give
my
it to
very
me.
first agent, right?
Might as
Who
well.
actually got her agent's license because I decided that like I was going to become an actor. You know, and she was a friend of my mom's, but she worked for Pollock and
Feels rare.
Redford, and
Feels
you know,
right.
she knew her way around.
Dude.
And
What
so
else we got? I already
we would
feel
usually have like a
stronger.
chalk
Gimme,
talk
gimme,
at the end
gimme.
of the day of auditions and stuff like
Alright.
that. And she was on the street like looking for me. and I
Scooped
thought
up some
somebody had
upgrades
died.
there. All right, that's
And
cool.
I pull up and she runs right up to me.
We've got work to do and quotas
she's
to
like
meet.
crying
Have your
and
objectives.
babbling and just so excited I couldn't believe it. And I said, slow down. What's going on? And she said they need you in karate training on Monday.
You got the part.
Well, I'm like, well, hold on. Today's Friday, so... And she's like, yes. You're going to be the Karate Kid? It's like the biggest film in town, right? And I'm like, okay. But I have to, I got the thing with the bear. I got the Predator thing.
And where is that shooting? That's shooting in Budapest?
Budapest, yeah. And not like cool to be in Budapest, you know?
Just lit up like a Christmas
and
tree.
so-
We got a storm incoming.
She said, well, I'm sure there's, you know, things where we keep you out of that, and you know, what should I tell them? And I said, I just tell them that maybe we could just have the weekend, you know? So I took the weekend, went to Dad, and I said, hey, I got this amazing opportunity, like a career-making movie. It's a giant movie that I think is you know, it's got hit written all over it. You know, it's a game changer. And he said, and I said, so help me out. Give me like a cool way to get out of the grizzly. And he didn't even offer anything in that regard. He just said, well, so you gave me the word, right? And I'm like,
The grizzly people.
yeah. I'm like, well, yeah, but it's the thing with the bear, and it's totally forgettable. Anyone can get eaten by a bear, Dad, right? And he's like,
I've narrowly beat out a side of ham.
exactly. And he said it's not about that. It's not about that. It's about that, you know, one big film is in this business is not going to carry you as far as, you know, being known as a man of their word. So I had to sell that to Glennis, you know. She was like, yeah, you lost your mind. And then after a while, she agreed with Pop. And so...
How was it when Karate Kid comes out and it's huge? That must have stung a little bit.
A lot of it.
Did you go and
A lot of it,
Did
yeah.
you go and see it in the theater with the bear? I picture both of you. Oh, you fucker. It's just got a big paw. You're taking more than your share. It's splitting out.
They offered me to fucking
The bear could have been Miyagi. This is great. The bear was supposed to be Miyagi. You were supposed to be Ralph Macchio. The whole thing's fucked.
Oh, my God.
But he went with, everyone just sees me as the thing that he chases me because I'm a bear. But anyway.
I saw it in the movie theater, like on a Friday night. And it was interesting. It was a strange mashup of intense jealousy, right? And missed opportunity, all that stuff. But
Not getting a lot of gold.
add to that relief.
For every 5 gold?
There was a relief, and I don't know how to explain what
Yeah,
that
this
was
is a
about.
damage increase,
I
though.
think Ralph was so freaking good in that movie, right?
Yep.
That I was looking at ways like, how would I have done that differently? How would I have done that at all? And I was kind of like, okay, I think I kind of dodged a bullet here. I don't think they would have filmed the whole movie with me. I think they would have been like, okay, cool. No, you gave it a hell of an effort, kid.
Oh, that's gonna
But, you know, yeah.
But also,
explode. Yeah.
classic thing that you get when you're, you know, I've had that experience at my age now where I can look back the things that I missed out on that I was convinced were essential to me moving ahead that devastated me at the time.
Sure.
Now I see them and I go, well, they don't fit this arc that I have at all.
Interesting.
They just don't.
Yeah.
And you could not, if I got in a time machine. On my way here today, there was some street work, so I had to pass my old apartment on Cochrane. I had a $380 a month apartment, 1986. I lived on the first floor, way in the back. I looked out on an alley, and I passed that apartment. I always slow down if I'm in that neighborhood and look at that apartment. Wow. Because it was going to sound weird, but I almost feel like there's a ghost of me from 1985 I used to sit on the steps of that apartment complex and think like, how am I going to make this thing work? And so every now and then I'll be like, go talk to Charlie Sheen, and I've had a pretty good run. But I'll stop and sort of honor that moment, that apartment at that time. And if I could talk to that guy now and say, trust me, the gig that it's between you and another guy to go work, be a writer performer for Letterman, and you didn't get it, and they only hire like one person every 3 years, and that you're not going to be on that boat. I still think that kid would have said, you're out of your mind. That was my chance, and it's over. I'm not going to make it. Right. And I've had like 9 of those, you know. But then you look at it later on, and you go, no, you weren't supposed to do Karate Kid.
Wasn't supposed to happen. No, and
because that choice changes other choices. So then you're not going to get Platoon. You're not going to get. You're not going to get Wall Street. You're not going to get. None of those things happen if you do.
Probably not. Probably not. And you know, following like that amazing in-theater experience with, you know, the Karate Kid as we know it, I didn't work for like 8 months after that. And then I started writing stories about, okay, gosh, maybe tried to blackball me because I said no to the big event, franchise film, and then because it just so that sort of compounded the funk that left me in,
And you did.
Oh, I don't like the prettier one.
Be a cinematographer. I could get into this business in another way if this doesn't work.
Sure, that was more really because I had done all of those jobs in our Super 8 world. I'm not saying I did them well, but I had enough knowledge about what happened on both sides of the camera, and that was sort of the pitch to my parents at the breakfast table that first morning of summer after being kicked out of high school. I kind of sold them on this thing, and it's in the book. I don't know if it's in the doc, but I said, look, I'm gonna get the acting thing a shot. I'm just gonna spend this first summer of freedom just auditioning, just see where that takes me. If that doesn't work out, then not a big lie, but the medium-sized lie that I told them was that I'll go to film school and I'll learn how to I'll be an editor or director or a cinematographer, and so I just wanted them to feel like there was a backup plan that wasn't the same one that Dad had struggled with for so long in his early years. And they bought it. They bought it. They thought, okay, well,
He wants to be a botanist. You also, when you talk about this, you had to sell your dad on changing your name.
Yeah.
Which was a moment.
It was a moment, yeah. And I just,
Your original name?
Carlos Estevez.
Right.
But Carlos had already been Charlie from our childhood because we had an Uncle Carlos, Dad's brother. So someone would Carlos, and we both like come in the room and met, we had stuff to do it, right?
Yeah.
There's only room for one Carlos.
Yeah.
And seniority rules in that moment.
Yes.
So I became Charlie, and then I was Estevez all the way through high school. And then when I made the change, or when I decided to give this thing a shot, I sat with him and I said, I really want to use Sheen. It's got a bit of ring to it. Emilio's already using Estevez. And that way you've got both ends of your heritage represented out in the world.
You're a good salesman.
Thank you.
You are so good.
I'm in the wrong business.
Well, you and I should start an advertising agency.
I'd love to. I would love to. Yeah.
And I meant you say to your dad, like, I can see it in lights, Pop. Charlie Sheen, you weren't wrong, but...
I mean, it was easier to say, What's your name? I'm Charlie Sheen. Even though when I walked in here, it stumped me. And that's like on camera. That's going to be on like YouTube.
Yeah, I know, you're screwed.
Hi, my name is...
Well, I don't want to take all your time. I'm going to say this. First of all, you said you wanted to hand me something.
Yes.
But I don't know if you still do. Maybe you changed your mind.
I know. I absolutely did not change my mind. You and I had a banter that I think ran over the course of a couple years.
I just gotta do this.
You're in Twin City. Remember I was on the zone diet, super thin, and like eating nothing. But I had this thing on Friday nights that was a treat for myself. It was called the McFlurry. Remember this?
Yes.
We had great runs about
We
that.
had, yes, the McFlurry was important to us.
Yes. And then you said, you would always say, well, has McDonald's reached out and like offered you food for life or anything great like that? I'm like, no.
Unbelievable.
And then you would make jokes like, well, why are you out here talking about McFlurry? Why aren't you saying names like Porsche and Ed's Diamond Store? And you remember all this stuff?
Yes.
So, shortly after that, this shows up in the mail, like no joke. The guy from Arby's.
Bill Arby?
You know him? He sent me that. Oh my God. Arby's free food for life card. Yes.
I don't know if we can push in on that or, yes, this is, and it's signed on your dad.
Yeah. I've been carrying that around for like 20 years.
I love that you have this, and also,
and you're the reason I have it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Proud of
And can I say one other thing? This I want to know, would you go to Arby's and order everything, and then when they go, wow, so cool to meet you, oh, and by the way, I'm not paying. And you're driving like the nicest car in the world.
Man.
You know,
Here's I've never used it. I've never used it.
no
because
offense to Arby's. But
No, I love Arby's. I think Arby's, it hasn't changed in years, and that's
They
a
got the
good thing.
meats.
That's a good. They do have the meats. But I imagine there'd be a line behind me, and just what you said, and the guy brings all the stuff, and I'm like, well, I got this thing, and then he's like, okay, well, there's some paperwork.
Yes.
Right? Yes. And then I'm like filling stuff out. People are recognizing me.
TMZ's shooting it.
Right?
Yeah.
And they're like,
And then he's like, what, so that's 2 shakes, 3 roast beefs.
like in bananas.
Yeah, exactly. Who had the,
Yeah, so I've never used it, but I saved it, and I don't know, I just had it all these years.
Just hang on to it.
It survived the car.
You know where that needs to go? The trunk of your car.
There it is, right next to,
to go.
the VPX 4563.
I've got something you need to see.
Yeah.
A gun?
No, you mean the honest road to free Arby's or the dishonest road?
We can
The
play
light
this
is a
2
dark-
ways. I rob you of these corned beef sandwiches, or I get them for free.
Either
I'm
way,
leaving here.
I'm leaving here with the meats. Yeah, wow.
Charlie Sheen, this is what I'll say. This is one of my favorite sessions. I mean, it's up there in the pantheon. You always, since I first met you, a delight to talk to, a really funny person.
Thank you. Likewise.
You have been very honest about your struggles and the craziness, and I'm glad. You know, I went downstairs and you got here, and I told you, we hugged, and I said, I'm really glad you're still here.
Wow, thank you.
Because
Thank you.
we lose all these people. We lose these beautiful people. We lose these really funny, wonderful people. We lose so many people. And I'm just very grateful that you're still with us.
Thank you.
And go with God. What the hell was that?
It was very, very religious.
It was powerful.
We'll change it. Go with Satan. Satan. Go with Satan.
I already went.
I know.
Went with Satan.
Satan's like, enough with him. He moved in and wouldn't leave.
Go with Arby's.
Go with Arby's. Yeah.
Go with Arby's.
Charlie,
Wow.
seriously, thank you so much.
Oh, shit.
Great.
Got some new gear for this guy here. Oh.
Hi, my name is Andy Richter, and I feel resentful that it took me to be on Dancing with the Stars for Conan O'Brien to remember that I'm his friend.
Oh, and I'm not offended at all that there's a hitch in your voice after Conan because you were searching for my last name.
Right.
After we've known each other since the summer of 1993.
I know.
After Conan O'Connell.
Yeah, it's just because it's just an Irish thing.
I understand.
They all look.
Island.
This is a very special episode.
Yes.
Where we talk about kleptomania. No, this is a very special episode because you're on Dancing with the Stars. I am fascinated with what goes on at these reality shows, and this is one of the big ones. And I know I brought in. I wouldn't even allow. I fired Matt Gorley, and I brought in David Hopp because David loves all reality shows.
Well, something good has already come from this.
Bet the beasties
Gorley.
stacking up on grenades as we speak.
Who's gonna force James Bond into the conversation? Me talking to an A-list star. I understand you just had a battle with cancer. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
can't
The
wait.
third James
Let me at him.
Yeah.
Terrence Billick.
Yeah.
This place is so
Tropical
magical.
Cancer was an alternate title for Moonbreaker.
It was originally Jawbreaker about a candy, but they changed it. Listen,
Yes.
you're gonna listen to me.
I am.
We have been good friends and Confederates. I like to use the word Confederates.
Yes.
We've
We've been involved in many heists.
It's my secret Confederate.
Yeah,
We've known each other a long time. You're doing this. You're doing this show, and we can talk about other things as well. But I brought you in here because I thought I said, get me Andy Richter. And they said, he doesn't want to come on.
Oh.
And then
Yeah, that's not true.
we met your
I'm here twice a week.
I know you're here all the time.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But anyway, I want to know, first of all,
I'll be the foreman today.
I was watching you do
Alrighty.
your routine the other night. I was thinking,
There's no time,
I
Mom.
couldn't remember.
That thing,
I
destroy
just
it.
couldn't remember.
could.
I would go, my mind would go
Okay,
blank.
so we're getting
Whenever I've had to
alpacas.
do any choreography, I've told them, you need to keep it to 3 moves.
Yeah.
Like I'm an old pony.
On
Yeah.
Andy Richter Controls the Universe, they had, and it was very, and I objected to it because I just thought it was kind of hacky and overdone. They had a fantasy musical sequence that they wanted to break into, and I was like, really? Okay. And they said, yeah, we're going to have it, and it'll be choreographed dancing. And I said, just because I was exploiting being number 1 on the call sheet, I was like, I will come in at the end and do jazz hands. But I will not do anything else. Because anytime I had to learn choreography, Hulk smash, I'd get so mad, like,
Oh, I've seen Hope Smash.
yeah. And I get so furious because I couldn't get it from here to there.
Yeah.
And then, also, again, my wife reminded me that on our wedding, she said, like, well, what about
Shoots a
our
beam of
dance
fire that
together? And I
burns
was like,
enemies.
Shortest song possible. And that was my only. There was no like, let's go to Arthur Murray and learn something. Oh no, I don't want.
I like the flamethrower instead of the localized beam of fire.
I know you're not.
But you went on dancing with the
ready.
stars.
I know. That's what I'm thinking right now is that there is a God, and he watched all that and said, he shall go on dancing with the stars.
Here's your hubris. It's an email from your agent. Oh no. In April I got an email about doing it, about being here's your invitation to be on Dancing with the Stars. And I was home at the time, it was in the morning, and honest to God, my first reaction was, turn it down and don't tell anyone. Like, don't let anyone know that I've been asked. Like, because it'd be like, why wouldn't you do it? And it's like, because, Krabby Baby does not want to be pushed out of his comfort zone, basically, is the long and short of it. But of course, like within 2 seconds, I was like, I have to do this. I have to do this.
It looks like fun.
It is pretty fun. And I'm also, it's like, I'm 58 years old. I got problem knees. All kinds of stuff going on as a side note. Yes, exactly. And also too, what's even better is that like, this was April, I said yes, and then like in July, they figured out what all the leg pain and stuff had been going on is because I need a hip replacement.
Oh, wow.
So I need a new left hip. And I was like, hey, the minute I was like, I'm supposed to be doing Dancing with the Stars, which was a violation of the NDA. I could have been fired to tell my doctors. But they're like, yeah, you should be all right. And I got like some kind of injection that was supposed to sort of help, and it did help. But like, this is like a big bon voyage to my old arthritic hip.
You know what I think?
And,
Because this is what comes to mind. Because I'm always trying to game the system, and I very much want you to do well on this show. You've got judges that are looking at you.
Yes.
And I think you should begin every number with there's a silhouette of someone walking out, and it's your orthopedic surgeon.
Yeah.
And he has actual imaging of
on the big screen.
On the big screen,
It's my MRI.
It's your MRI, and he says, as you can see here, there's the flaring of the joint where the bone slips into the socket, and we've lost too much calcium there. It's cracked. And so this man, and that should be like a golf handicap.
Absolutely.
They should add 15 points.
Yeah, absolutely. Like instead of the tape package about me and Emma practicing, it should just be like.
Oh, I wanted to wait. Too
hip
close.
bone has always, or his femur has always had an impingement, which means that it's not spherical, it's egg-shaped. So his entire life, it's been like building up and like, bone on bone rubbing against
But
each
also,
other.
he should be your surgeon should be
Game of
doing
acid.
commentary as you're dancing.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
one
yeah.
was this? I thought it was
That's a
just like
major
spins
load-bearing
around.
move. The pain he's reaching now would be at least an 8.
Yeah.
If 10 is visibly uncomfortable, he's at an 8. Right now he's at a 9. Now he's at a 2.
Twirling around the damn
Yeah,
floor.
swirling. And I mean, do you
No, I don't.
You'd be a hero.
I just am like powering through it and it does. I do take solace in the fact that like the people who are much younger than me, which is everybody, but the ones that are even much younger than me in their 20s are like, my legs hurt, my knees hurt. I go home and and just ache. And I certainly do. At night, it's like I lay in bed and it just hurts, So it's just lots of Advil and ice and that's it. But I didn't want to do it, but then I thought, no, I need to do this. I need to do this, like, just to get moving.
Blue, that's nice, that's nice.
It got me to go to the gym and party
Up.
clothes. Started to do a lot more stretching just to kind of prepare myself, and then like the week before I met my partner, I was like, having stress. I was just dreading it and just felt like crap for the whole week before, just like kind of crabby to my family and stuff. But I signed up for it. I was going to do it. Was terrified that I was going to get injured, that I just wouldn't be able to do it, like you said.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be able to remember all that. I'm not going to...
Yeah.
And then would have to, like, pull out and be embarrassed, as one is when one pulls out. And
I didn't think you'd go there.
I did, though.
I thought, no, I would do it. I thought of it, and you know what? I thought of it, and I let it go.
Oh,
That's how low this is.
That is bad.
Thought of it and pulled down. Huh? Sounds like my wedding night. Pulled out, I was embarrassed.
You still did it.
I did it afterwards.
I know.
So now I win.
Oh.
Exactly.
In my
I'm
own skin.
guilty and you're innocent.
That's right. Enjoy your jail while I get on my victory yacht. It's all happening in my head. Yeah, yeah.
But then I luckily was paired with just a sweet angel of a ballroom dancer.
Yeah, her name
Emma
is
Slater.
Emma Slater.
Yeah,
She's lovely.
She's fantastic, and there were so many people around there, like from promo people to security guards to different people. Like stagehands were like, "Oh, you got the best one."
Oh,
Like,
nice.
Yeah, because she is just so much fun, and you rehearse 4 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to bring up something that I think is your secret weapon.
Yeah.
Which is, you've been making these videos. Emma Slater's in a bunch of them.
She's the Cecil B. DeMille of our TikTok presence.
You've been doing a bunch of videos, and I started looking at your videos. I don't know how to...
Oh my gosh.
Right, no, I know, someone showed them to you.
Oh my gosh. I just assumed I was crushing it.
I think called an e-phone. But I was looking at it, I was like...
I just assumed
he's really funny, and
I
he's
was
funny videos, which,
fucking acing, dude.
At our late night show.
I just
thousands of
assumed...
times. And I'm looking at you just be super funny, and I
was on top of it.
oh, this is great. I mean, if there wasn't...
I made an
if you
ass
didn't
out
get to do the
of me
rest,
and
if they
me.
somehow said, no, we're canceling the dancing part, you're just going to make these videos, I think this is a home run.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Well, I went into the thing, as I said, dreading it, but still resolved to be open, resolved to saying yes, resolved to being compliant, and which is really in these days. But I started...
I will not have political commentary on this show. Back to how much Advil you're having.
Elimination? I was
And what kind of
born for
information you're
this.
suffering from. This is a medical show, not a political show.
A sure wield.
But so,
Oh, I
you know,
thought the
I
driller...
started
Oh, he went up
doing
to
the
level
rehearsals
9.
with Emma, and it was like...
Okay, let's try it out.
Hulk smash was there. Like, she was trying to just show me, like, the basic steps, and I'd watch her do it and then try to do it myself.
Oh,
and it
yeah,
really
this
was,
rocks.
like I couldn't do it. But then slowly, with repetition and commitment and dedication to not just throwing a fit and running out, it's like the wiring starts to be built up, whether it's like wiring that was there that was like somehow crusted over. Like it's now, we're going from the first dance into the second dance, and from a cha-cha to a tango.
Ooh.
And it's much easier to learn the second.
Make way
And I'm assuming
or
it's going to
get
be easier
flamed.
to learn the third one, God willing.
We're sending you in to take out a
People vote me
dreadnought.
off. You're
Get it
gonna
done,
have to
Miner.
make a mistake.
We're all counting on you.
You know, I always
Big
find
mistake.
that if you want people to vote for you, it's really good to do that.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
You should do it on the show.
Yeah.
You better. I know who you are.
The doctor can also do that part.
The doctor can do that part. Yeah.
My partner on Tuesday, because Bruno, one of the judges, gave me a 4, and they mentioned that
4 out of 4.
4 out of 10.
Right.
It was I tied with Corey Feldman for the lowest score, but I'm like, I'm 30 years older than fucking everybody. What do you want? But when we were up in the skybox with Julianne afterwards, and they gave the scores, and he gave a 4, and everybody in the place went boo, and I went, yeah, get him. And she said, no one has ever done that.
Get him.
Never done that before. I told the crowd, yeah, get the judge.
Yeah.
You know. So I was like, oh, okay.
You always know what to say in those situations. It's funny, you brought that up, and you always know what to say in the right situation. And I remember one time we were in this studio, and, you know, we're in 30 Rock.
Yeah.
And we're in our studio, and there's no windows or anything, and suddenly the power went out, and the lights just went. The lights went out, and it went like pretty black. Just was like, the lights went out, went black, and Andy, without missing a second, went, "My pearls!" Like old 1930s movie.
oldie.
My pearls! My pearls have been stolen. Yeah, but you just said, "My pearls!" That's what comes to mind now when you say, "Get him!" Those are the things that are just going to come out.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's like I don't even. It's not like I sit around going like, now when the lights go out, remember, say my pearl. Right. It just comes out. So you slowly, and that's why I said to you, I did slowly learn it, and I did slowly kind of get a handle on it, and you would be able to do it. But you know, but it is like, I wouldn't be doing this for fun. I'm doing this because I got hired to do it, and it's a good, you know. I've said this too over there. You know, a lot of these people, you know, they're reality stars or they're, you know, athletes and things. And it's like, for me, this is a TV job. I take all different kinds of TV jobs. I've been on all different kinds of TV, and I'm doing basically the same thing in all of them. But I mean, not so much when I'm acting, but certainly with these kind of live-ish shows, I know, like, okay, I understand how all this works. I understand how it's put together, and I'm here to serve a purpose of adding fun and value to this production.
Right.
Like, we'd be doing, you know, these rehearsals, and in some of them she'd be like, well, you know, you gotta sell it more. And I was like, honey, don't worry about me selling stuff. You know, it's like, when we get there, we'll get there. And I know when to, like,
You turn it on.
make the faces and stuff. But it's like, I'm not gonna waste the faces when we're doing it for the 17th time on, you know, Thursday.
Right.
So we went into the camera rehearsal on Monday, and I saw a tape of it, and what I thought was giving them the camera version of selling it, I realized was nothing. It didn't look like anything. So I was like, oh, okay, tomorrow,
Bigger.
gotta really go big, big, big. Without, my daughter, my older daughter did say, Dad, don't smile too much. She's like, don't, you know, like, and I know what she means.
Well, she's probably saying, because then you're not you. Andy Richter
She's
doesn't
kind
walk
of saying
around.
she's kind of saying that, but you also have seen people, you know, like on
They give that.
yeah,
They give the 10,000
yeah,
megawatt.
like Lawrence Welk dancers, like they always were grinning, like they, I don't know, you know, like they were in the afterglow.
I think he would shock them if they did. He had a big generator out back.
Oh.
So, how scary is it? You know, when you're standing there and you're in silhouette and you're facing away from the camera and you know this music's kicking in. Is it fight or flight kind of stuff?
No, it wasn't that.
When you redo it, something goes horribly wrong.
No, it's live. It is really, truly live. And in fact, they give you a little talk beforehand that, like, and I mean, the director was like, you know, if you're hurt, keep going. Unless, like, you're really hurt, and then you'll put your hand up, and then I'll cut away from you. But until if you hurt yourself or fall, like he's like, I want to keep the camera on you, and I'm going to keep the camera on you. He said, but if you're, like, really hurt, raise your hand, and then I'll know to cut away to somebody else.
Someone.
Oh, I
who's
shouldn't do
sawn in
damage
half.
because that thing's just gonna get weaker if it's got a
Somebody
bigger
eating a
range.
human hand.
Yeah.
Oh. But one day, about a week before, all 4 couples that were there at that point,
That
we
might
all
help.
did our dance for each other. They call it a show and tell. And it was Baron Davis, Jen Affleck, Danielle Fishel, and me. So it's NBA All-Star, a reality star, one of the Mormon housewives. Danielle was on Boy Meets World and was like everybody's teenage crush, and me. And so it's like people from different accomplished backgrounds all being scared kids in front of each other doing this thing for the first time for somebody other than just their partner. And it felt like everyone, you know, we all cheer for each other when they were all done cheering. I was like,
Gather up your gear and get onto that
because like my heart was singing and I was just like, I did it.
Yeah.
And somebody said, now you're gonna have to do that in front of the studio audience and on TV in front of
Yeah.
people. And I kind of felt like, well,
Made it just barely.
this was the bubble being burst. Like
Yeah.
this, I did it here, and so like, okay, now I did it right, and I did it, you know, that's the thing. Did I do it right? Did I screw it up? Did I forget anything? And no, I didn't. So I was sort of already ready. And then you get to the ballroom, and you have all day Monday, you run it a bunch of times, and then Tuesday,
Completed
you're in
that. I
that
just
thing
gotta
from
complete this
10
one.
a.m. until because afterwards there's all kinds of press and
Oh,
stuff.
this is the
So by the
track,
time,
right?
like it's my turn to dance. I was like 12 out of 14. I was just like, let's get this over with. And I'd been in the room all day, so I was comfortable in the room and comfortable in front of the people. So it was kind of just like, it wasn't hard. And I knew that I knew what I was doing. There is like a moment of, hope I remember everything. But other than that, it's just, and I do love Emma so much, and we do have so much fun together, and she's been so nice and so supportive that I'm also not alone. Like, she and I have been cooking up these things for people and then making silly TikToks on the side. So it's all pretty fun.
Is there a way to harm?
Oh, nice.
Oh,
And
no.
this is what
Absolutely
I
couldn't
don't mean
exist.
physically harm them, although it's an idea for that. Naked. What I mean is there any way to get in their head or somehow sabotage them, or that's not cool?
The only thing I've been doing is lead in lunches.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of lead in different lunches.
Yeah, but you know, it does.
Yeah,
It's been
yeah.
proven, and your doctor will tell you this. It slows down the neural response.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yes,
would give them the poops.
What's that?
I would do something with their lunch and like give them the poops.
Give them the diarrhea.
Yeah. Because they're all wearing really tight tops.
Oh, so you want it to happen?
On live TV.
I do.
Right.
I want. Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, but lead is good. Let's do long-term
Well,
things.
lead is kind of funnier because they just can't. Their brain isn't working right.
Right.
And this is long-term damage. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's long-term.
Oh, absolutely.
The
Yeah.
poops, they're over it
Yeah.
tomorrow. You
I
guys
know.
are talking about like permanently impairing these
But are
people.
you, if you shit on TV in front of millions of people, wouldn't you be over it the next day?
No,
Oh,
that would
no.
scar you
Yeah.
for life.
But you
Whereas
get a
long-term,
sympathy vote.
no, people would be
No.
just so horrified by the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing.
Nobody relates to pooping.
Yeah.
Would they have to raise their hand to cut the camera?
Yeah.
Camera! No!
And when the director yells out,
here.
"What's wrong?"
Not poops! It's a coming!
It's not coming. They would sue me.
And then just cut to studio audience. It's a crane shot from outside the studio in ABC, and people are just streaming out, running for their lives. Yeah. Well, thanks, Sona, for bringing it around.
I'm
you know-
healthy.
No. We
Okay.
did say one of the stars, and y'all can look up who it is, just gave birth like 4 weeks ago, and we have been making jokes about, you know, like the strength of pelvic floor
Oh
and
boy.
and just hear urine being sprayed around during caucus and things.
This is the stuff I wanted to get to.
Well, I also will tell you too. I mean,
This is the good stuff.
dancers are like very physically oriented, and like there's not a lot of body shame. Yeah, exactly. You know, so there's something almost kind of like animals. You know, it's like it's just a bunch of like beautiful, incredible animals that are doing animally things, jumping and leaping, and you know,
Right.
And there's no sort of there's no, you know, there's just like very little sort of personal boundary.
Oh, I don't have
Well,
red
they're
sugar in
athletes.
this
Yeah,
mash.
Just
they're
great
absolutely athletes. Yeah, definitely. And also you're holding on to somebody through this
Give 'em
whole
a reroll,
thing.
Lisa,
You know,
kinda.
it's there's a lot of physical contact, especially because like Eastern Europeans,
Might be.
it's just another sport.
Exactly
It's
what
just
I
another-
need.
You know, you could be a gymnast, or you could be soccer player, or you can be a ballroom dancer, and it is incredibly, athletic and sporty. It is. It's all
I
competition.
guess it's decent.
Lay it
health.
out for me. This is going to come out when next? This in a couple days. Okay, this is coming out 6 days from now. So, what's your next hurdle? What's it going to be? What's coming up? You have to overcome in order to stay on what I call DWTS.
Ah, that was good.
Longer. I think it took
I'm
longer.
going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I had a lead burger this morning. So I'm doing pretty well.
We'll have a pizza. Lead pizza, please.
Instead of the pepperoni, giant lead coins.
Wait, what was the question?
I don't know.
What's next?
Oh, what's next?
Yeah.
We are doing a tango to It's Raining Men, which will have already happened. And I don't,
But as we're speaking right now, how many days out are you?
this is Thursday and that'll be Tuesday.
Okay.
And you said this is airing Wednesday.
Right.
So my fate will have been decided by America then. But I mean, I kind of feel like I'm remaining very hopeful that I'll stick around for a little bit, because I do think it's a TV show, and when people are voting, and also I mean I am relying so much on Emma's online presence and her sort of military campaign to get people to vote for us. I think I'll stick around because I do kind of feel like it is a TV show, and the question isn't who's the dancer. It's like, who do you want to see in the TV show is ultimately what it ends up being. Like, if you're going to watch this show next week, who do you want to see in the TV show if somebody has to go? And like one of the EPs said at one point, and it struck me, was they're asking you to vote for your favorite dancer. Not the best dancer, the favorite dancer. So that can be whatever it means to anybody watching and anybody taking the trouble to vote. Which the voting is weird. And I guess
pretty
I
good to
knew
get.
this, but I didn't understand it.
Yeah, holy shit.
You
okay.
only vote while the show is on live, which is from 8 to 10 on the East Coast, 7 to 9 in Midwest. So that also means here you got to vote from 5 to 7. You got to vote 3 hours before the show airs in order to have your vote count. So if you're watching it on ABC or Disney Plus or whatever here in Los Angeles, and you're watching it in the tape delay, you can't vote. So it's like for people on the West Coast and the Mountain Time, if they want to vote, they're voting based on their preference for blast, Minnesota, I guess, because you don't know what the dance is.
I thought you were going to reveal that there's like an electoral college too.
No,
Oh my God.
no.
And in some states, there's
But like
people have more electors, and
Yeah.
I was doing interviews today. We rehearsed and then I did interviews, and they were saying double elimination on Tuesday. How do you feel about that? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, what can I do? I did as much as I could, and I'll do as much as I can, which is
until every other dancer has diarrhea,
That's
you
right.
have not done
right.
all that you can do.
Yeah.
He's on
You
board
came
now.
on. You
That's
came
right.
on for the
Right.
diarrhea
I
train.
have come around.
Every
Come
other
on, all aboard.
Every other dancer's family remains unthreatened. I have not done enough. Or remain. No, well, you get it.
Conan
Yeah,
and I can take care of
We
it.
can take care of this.
You-
take care of the diarrhea. Got some very soft Roman lead. It's from the piping in Rome that brought down the empire. And I am going to be sprinkling that in the other dancers' burritos.
You know what I
Lot
was
of
thinking about?
burritos backstage.
I was thinking about if I ever saw you do any choreographed dance, and I remembered your K-pop video, and
yeah.
how you couldn't really get it.
What do you mean I couldn't get it? I
You
killed
couldn't.
that thing.
I don't know.
What do you mean I couldn't
remember-
get it,
Weren't
Blake?
you there? He was having trouble. He kept on like. I feel like you kept forgetting how to do the string dance.
I think I will say I think you did great in the K-pop video, but you did do an Irish dance where you kicked a girl in the face.
You did kick a girl in the face.
Well, first of all, she had I don't know.
What's more
Well,
Irish
you're
than
gonna
that?
blame her.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I'm
blame
just
her.
saying. A little bit of an attitude beforehand.
See? Irish.
There, take care of things.
Yeah.
No, there is footage of me accidentally picking a young girl in the
I
head.
remember that.
And then we showed it again and again in slow motion. I did bring her out on a in front of a massive crowd at the Chicago Theater. And picked her again. Such a good prank. Andy, we wish you well.
Thank you.
And we're rooting for you. How can people vote for Andy and Emma?
They can vote for us, and
Yes.
again, you have to do it Pacific 5 to 7 p.m. on Tuesdays, East Coast 8 to 10 on Tuesdays, and that is your window for voting. And you can text Andy, A-N-D-Y, it's with a Y, to 21523, and you can do that 10 times per couple, per method of voting. The other way to vote is online to DWTS Vote, DWTSvote.abc.com. And there again, you can vote 10 times per couple. So you don't have to vote all for us, but you'd be an idiot not to.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, Andy, good luck.
Thank you.
Keep enjoying it, 'cause that's key. And take care of yourself.
I am.
You know?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is, I mean, I'm just worried about your hip exploding mid-dance.
No, it'll be fine.
Time
And the
to
doctor said,
kill.
I did say, like, yeah, but do I have to...
Okay, so
I was
level
I
3 is
just
a little
said,
hard for
am I
that
gonna have to
driller.
worry about, like, it snapping at some point? It's like,
It's
nah.
a salt caves type of
What
thing.
does he know?
Let me do
I
this.
know.
I know you. You didn't go to the best doctor.
I did. It's like, yeah, it's
There
a
are
rural
no
clinic.
obstacles.
You tore a
It
piece of
had to be
paper
a
off
little
the
more
left.
doable.
Yeah. Need a new hip?
And I
Or a
teach bass guitar.
reupholstery? Yeah. No, and I'm saving that for January. That'll be my big New Year's present to myself is a new hip. And
Right.
but everybody says that it's a
Alrighty.
wonderful thing to get done.
Sure.
That you heal up real well, it lasts forever, and the consistent thing that everybody says is, I wish I'd done it sooner. So
It'll be
I don't
hazard
have,
too
I'm
for
not like,
me.
I'm not somebody when there's like a medical
sending
thing
you
that
in
needs
to
to be
take out
done.
a
I'm
dreadnought.
like, do it.
Get it done,
I'm not-
Miner.
I'm
We're
not
all counting
avoiding
on you.
in that sense. It's like, oh, okay, yes.
I'm that way too. I'm not a guy that's like, you're 90% blocked in your heart.
We'll get to that. Yeah. Now,
I've got a mountain to climb and liquid cheese to eat. Once I'm done with my cheese-a-thon on the Matterhorn, maybe I'll come back and see. All right, Andy Richter, onward and upward.
thank you.
You're you.
Okay, I don't think it is a Kevin Nealon episode. I've seen it 2 times. Let's see it.
Do I
Yeah,
want to
read
do
a breakout
trio
look.
of Mr. IMO tonight? Am I in the mood for
Nah, I don't want to watch Nealon.
Hey, bad friends, come see me live. I'm Rob. This was in my eye. My eye got worse.
There you
It's
go.
called blepharitis.
Who's heading your way? Load up.
The gland, yeah, it could have been like birds or whatever got up in my eye. And then Bobby touched you. Bobby touched you. You're he's on one today. You want to fight with him? Yeah, I did.
He said something weird earlier. I had to visit with him. It was something about
We got a lot of nerve. I went into the urgent care.
Can't drop supplies for you yet.
2.5, 3 hours.
Prep the landing zone for
And
impact.
the woman gets in and goes, who poked you in the eye?
really.
Violence ain't always the answer, but today it is.
This looks infected. It actually pretty she did this, this is the worst part when you go to a doctor. She goes, we're gonna get you eye drops. We have to do 2 every 4 hours, 2 in your eye, right? And antibiotics, general amoxicillin. I go, great. She knocked it right out, right? Like I've had styes, whatever. Yeah, you don't want it to spread. I was like, why would you say that? She said, well, if it spreads, it's going to be great. And you can die.
Whoa! You know what they say too? Is if you this triangle of your face when you get acne and if you pop it you could die too.
What?
Yeah.
Where?
It's called the triangle of face sadness.
Oh,
Yeah,
I saw that movie.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
job.
that they're saying that if you pop the shit,
Who
the
is
zits-
they?
They? The internet, dude.
the internet.
Yeah, my Dr. Reddit. Dr. Reddit said this. No.
What is the danger?
What would I just say? Danger triangle face.
You shouldn't pop a pimple on the danger triangle on your nose.
On my nose. Why?
Why is it so dangerous? Think of the small segment of your face that's a direct line to your brain.
Buggerman, get ready.
So through this sinus blood drain from your brain, an infection in the danger triangle, like picked from a pimple, nose piercing gone wrong.
Every night you have that one's kinda
Possibility
good.
of a facial infection to become an infection that impacts the rest of your body. Can it really kill you? Don't panic. You're probably not going to die from popping a pimple on your nose, but technically speaking, it's impossible. It's possible.
It's
Wow.
possible technically.
Brain,
Or you.
you could get a brain abscess, brain infection. Wow, this is real. Okay, so this thing in my eye, though, she was like, yeah, no, it's okay. But I mean, if it spreads to your brain, you could die. And I was like, what? Why would you say that?
Well, the possibilities.
I didn't want to know. Doctors aren't supposed to give you the possibilities.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm the doctor.
Yeah. Hey, Dr. Lee, yes?
Hello?
Hmm.
Your eye. You looked at your eye?
Yeah, what happened with my eye?
You could die.
My eye, I could
You
die?
could die. You could also go blind.
From blepharitis.
Yeah. Freddie Mercury?
That's what he had?
Yeah, he had something in his eye.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did I go to a doctor at this gas station?
Listen to me. I'm a doctor.
Okay.
All right?
You're Mr. Doctor?
Chevron.
Oh, Dr.
Yeah,
Chevron.
welcome to my Chevron station. You know what I mean?
Chevron.
Office.
Oh, thank
Okay.
you.
What race do you think that was?
Sudanese. No?
What? What do you think?
Bangladesh.
Ah.
Yeah, East Ethiopia.
Oh,
dude.
East.
I was
knew.
doing East Ethiopia, dude. Yeah.
Look up gas station robberies now in Sherman Oaks. Big thing in the valley here. They're robbing people at gas stations. I'm not going anymore. I'm not getting gas. I'm just running out and then I call AAA. They gun butted that guy. Some guy had like a Rolex or something on, and they gun butted him. Then it just happened another week ago. Some guy, he got out of his car, gun butted him. They're just robbing people at gas stations.
Gun butt.
Satisfied. The drop
What's a
pod is
gun butt?
arriving.
Yeah.
Get moving. It won't hang around.
They hit you in the face with it. Instead.
Oh, the butt of the gun.
And let me say this to a thief.
Yeah.
Just shoot me. Don't gun butt me in the head. I don't want to fucking just kill
these
me.
are all too near.
Shoot me, baby.
I do like the
gun
acid,
butts.
though.
They'll knock you out. The butt of a gun is heavy. They're hitting you in the face with a gun.
And what are they taking? Your car?
Anything. They've taken car, jewelry, clothes, cash. Clothes. They left a man naked in Van Nuys.
That's why when I pump gas,
Don't pump gas.
I have a lighter.
You do.
Oh, two
They
things
have
in
something
common.
like that, right? Gun butt me, dude.
One
Right?
thing in common.
You
probably.
Vietnam monk. Remember those Buddhist monks in Vietnam? That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, light the whole place up.
You're gonna be lit on fire, dog.
Mm.
And also, there's nothing to steal except for my wallet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or your car. They can steal your car. There's Bobby. Gun butt me, dog.
Yeah. I'm also, dude.
You know what's so awful? What if that was an accident? He was just trying to get gas for that guy's car that ran out.
Yeah.
Gas. Oh, fuck!
My question is that like, you know why they did that?
It was it was a peaceful protest, right?
No, they're protesting the oppressive Saigon regime. It's a protest, right? Whatever happened to they just making a sign?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like protest? That's a little too far from me.
Make a sign.
Yeah. Like stop Buddhist hate. That'd be me. Other people are lighting themselves on fire. I stop Buddhist hate right here with the sign.
Okay, do I have to
Don't you think
get
that's extreme?
2 weapons level 18?
Do I think that's just
Yeah.
dude, a little bit. The guy lit himself on fire.
Like I'm a Vietnamese monk, you're a Vietnamese monk, right?
Yeah.
I go, we got to oppress
we
this
have to stop.
Saigon regime. What do you think we should do, Tony?
Yell in the street.
No, that's too. That's not gonna do much.
Okay.
What else do we do?
Get our friends together to bond together to create a community of people.
I have an idea.
What?
We should have a fight.
No! No. Extreme forms of protest encompass violent tactics, terrorism, welfare, vandalism, extreme nonviolent.
Great album cover though. Rage Against the Machine.
That was
First album.
one of the greatest.
Great album.
They got a lot of flack for that. Didn't they get a lot of flack for that? Album covers that got flack. You know what? Interesting topic, because McCone, you and I were talking the other day about Pusha T's famous album with a picture of Whitney Houston's dying hotel room.
Daytona.
Did you ever see this?
No, I see it.
They had a photo on the cover of this wonderful album by Pusha T, and that is the photograph of Whitney Houston's hotel room when she was found dead. And
Oh my God, dude.
and there's bottles of whiskey and vodka, and then whenever there's tinfoil, you know tinfoil's no good.
Why?
People smoke crack out of tinfoil.
I put my bubble gum in
You,
Yeah, don't make a. You know what, Andrew? Don't make assumptions.
you're right. I'm a big
Yeah, the
detective.
tinfoil is there for various
You
reasons.
said I was a good detective. the
Oh,
other
yeah,
day.
okay, yeah.
No, the Beatles, Yesterday and Today. Right, another controversial album cover. Do you know why this was controversial?
Because there's babies' heads and stuff.
No, because look who's in the back. It's 3 in the front and 1 in the back.
Ah.
A little rude. A little rude. Very odd to put him in the back, by the way.
Yeah.
Why'd they do that?
Aesthetics, composition.
Aesthetics composition.
What's your favorite album?
Aesthetics composition. Aesthetics composition.
What's my favorite album of all time?
No album cover.
Oh.
I'll tell you mine.
Go.
Captain Beefheart, Trout Mask Replica. Look it up, dude.
Captain Beefheart, Trout Mask Replica.
Yeah.
Sounds like one of those Mad movies. Oh, that's pretty cool.
I love that one.
That's good. I was going to give you something like Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
Okay.
I think I liked Blood Sugar Sex Magic from Chili Peppers so much because it was also like a time in my youth. It was like something about the time of like the sexiness of the album cover. Well, I don't know why I liked it so much as a kid, but I loved it. It's like they're all tongue licking of like, I don't know why I thought that was badass. No, I like Mother's Milk because there was a titty on it. That one was great too. Same thing, another Chili Peppers. Yeah, dude, that was a poster. You go over to some kid's house named Ryan, and he was like, "See my new fucking poster, dude."
Can I tell you this?
My mom's livid about it, dude. My dad was like, "Hang it up."
Can I tell you what just happened with me and Anthony Kiedis?
Yeah.
So, I've never talked about this though. For some reason, this is 20 years ago. Chris Rock was in the main room, and Kiedis saw him.
Well,
right?
cool.
And then Kiedis came up to me and goes, "Oh, you're really funny, this and that," right? So then Kiedis would go around town just to watch my sets, right?
Like following you?
Yeah. And
Same night or many nights?
No, just throughout the months.
Wow.
We'd be very friendly. I got his number, the whole thing, right? And then all of a sudden one day, I do this show at El Cid.
I
in
used to
Silver
love
Mills,
El Cid.
right?
Yeah.
He brought the whole band out there.
To come see you?
Yeah.
Wow.
They were in the front row. I bombed so hard.
Is that there? Is that?
No, this is way years later. I bombed so hard that he didn't talk to me for like 10 years after that, right? No, I'm not kidding you. It was night and day. Like, I ate it that hard.
No way.
Oh, no, it was. I still remember the show. I remember their faces. There was nothing I could do. I didn't have the skill set to dig me out of this hole, okay?
Yeah.
And then he just recently goes, because, you know, he has a music observatory like thing that he does with Flea.
Yeah.
And they do a yearly benefit show, and they asked me to host it, and I can't because of Irvine. And I almost canceled Irvine to do it.
Yeah, that's.
Would you?
No. Host a benefit show?
Yeah.
You're gonna tank at that too. He's gonna see you tank 20 years. Benefit shows suck.
You're
It's
right.
so hard to do well at.
Yeah.
Because people are kind of uncomfortable and they're there like when they're stiff and they're dressed up. It's not like a relaxed atmosphere. I mean, we like doing benefits, but stand up, no. I'd rather just show up, give you money, and be a part of the thing.
Yeah, but you would have done it if you didn't have something to do.
I don't know, man. I don't like doing those things. They give me the.
You bomb hard.
You bomb. You eat shit at those things.
Yeah.
Nobody wants stand up at a benefit. They're like, we're raising money for sick kids who have cancer of the brain. Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Lee. It's
There you
fucking
go.
impossible to do well. You bomb at. I can't. I just. It's bad.
What's your opening line? What's up, everybody? What's eating you?
God, dude. Let me tell you guys what's on my
You can
mind.
get ahead. Yeah.
Step right on that.
Also,
Step right on it. I said I want to tell you guys what's on my mind. God.
Oh shit! I didn't realize I hit it.
oh fuck.
After every punchline, I go,
Guys, I'm
think
down.
about it. Think about it.
Yeah.
All right, rein it in.
That's right. Yeah. But
By the way, after you ate shit, he made Stadium Arcadium. So was that your fault?
Right. Right. Yeah, have you ever bombed in front of like a
Bad friends, did I click the wrong video? What's up, Riley? No, I was just watching it in the background while waiting for my boss to text me. I don't know what the deal is. Guess I'm now working today. And they were talking about Chili Peppers, so what a great episode. Are you at work right now?
Hell yes.
Reload speed. Decreases time to reload your weapons. Doesn't affect these. Increases lifetime of all beam weapons. I mean...
I rarely pick one of these.
Oh shit, I could afford all those? Okay, cool. Let's see if that... Reload time, 2.06.
Yoink.
2.0. Okay, so it does affect it. Yes, don't tell my boss, please. I won't tell
Let's get out of here.
Devin. For a fee. For a very substantial fee. Hope your day's going well, dude. Thanks again for coming out to the show. That was a good time.
Yes.
Gotta get my little flowers here. Boom. Damage increase weapon level by 1. Oh shit, am I Discord? Am I Discord? Discord? Yeah, I am. Heh. Gotta level up these weapons.
Get ready. We'll be with you shortly.
Boy, feel for the loss.
The surface is too packed for the supply pod to land. Please clear it.
Woo! This one might be nice.
Works. I rarely go for this.
Go with the blue.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Oh, yeah, break down some gold for me. Oh. Guess not. You're like my favorite bass player right now. You guys killed it Saturday night. Oh, shut up, you silly. You're such a good friend. Dude, it was a really fun night. Like, I was feeling good after being on my back for basically 2 weeks. I'm still a little sore, but it was worth it for that night. Reload speed. It just gets more damage.
Now this is a rare treat.
I think I spent too many points doing general upgrades and not fully focusing on a weapon. Yeah, because I could have probably leveled them up both by the end of this. Okay, there we go. We're gonna earn a lot of points. Armor helps. I'm supposed to go anywhere? Oh, I'm still supposed to find these little blurs. Yeah. Increase the amount of status effects stacks applied critical chance. Oof. And it will give me closer to level 18. And hopefully on the way there find the last flower.
Completed. Drop pod has arrived. Get there now. It will leave without you.
Vision. Feels rare. Feels right.
Yes. Got one right over here. Got another one right over here.
pod is about to leave. Get your ass moving, miner.
Ah, what did I do this for?
This one's so neat.
Oh my gosh. Why did I do that? Awesome, man. Glad you're feeling better. Yeah, man. Freaking sucked. Having old man back problems. Starting to do stretches now, and freaking my friend's giving me a massage soon, so I'm gonna be an annoying health guy for the next few months. I'm gonna like carry a large jug of water. Probably have it in like a thermos or one of those, you know, Stanleys or whatever the fuck. I'm just gonna be a water guy. Always be stretching. You're gonna be talking to me, and while you're talking to me, I'm just gonna walk back into like the threshold of a doorway and just stretch my back. No, keep talking. I'm listening. Keep talking. I am going to become
Don't mind
insufferable.
if I do. Yoink. I'll take this one.
You've got work to do and quotas to meet. You have your objectives.
Alpaca bloom. Alpaca bloom. Alpaca bloom. Alpaca bloom. Alpaca bloom. Oh my god, a little bit of healing while I'm at it.
Feeling much better now.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Aww. Damage works. Dude, this is my first time like actually sitting down and streaming on YouTube, by the way. I'm also streaming on Twitch. I'm testing out like a multi-stream app or whatever. I'm surprised you tuned in. I didn't realize it was advertising it or saying that I was online, so that's cool. Thanks for popping in and helping me confirm. Oh, I'm still one bloom short, huh?
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Oh, fuck.
Supply pod LZ is full of crap. Please clear it out. Prepare to fight for your life. A big swarm is approaching. Supply pod launched. Impact imminent.
What a shot!
15 to 3% max HP.
I'm gonna be
I don't know what that one means. Ah!
Let's clear them out.
Come on, some XP level up. Whew.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, I still didn't get that last flower. This one, no.
Bismore, Bismore, over here. Red sugar.
Ah! Yay.
Quota satisfied.
Oh, fuck, you died already?
Get moving. It won't hang around.
fuck did he die from?
Dial it in. Legendary. It's my lucky day.
Nice, nice.
Gonna paint my nails to match it.
Gather up your beard and get onto the
Oh,
drop
fuck.
pod. It's about to leave.
Oh fuck! Did I do it?
This
I need
one
a
makes
little
me
bit
want to be
faster
a better
miner speed.
dwarf. It's calling to me. It's a little extra special. I can use this.
Oh,
Stage 4 was
all
only a
right,
breeze for
all
you,
right.
so we look forward to your
My
easy
greed was
completion of the final
rewarded.
stage.
I rarely go for this one.
Lifetime. I kind of like
Overclock time, baby.
one more.
I'll take it. Ooh, baby. What else we got? Ooh-wee, not too shabby.
Nice, nice.
The dreadnought
I don't know if
will
I'm gonna
emerge
get
when you destroy
too.
the small cocoons, and watch out for elites.
Yeah, man.
You will make it out just
I
fine.
think I spent too much on the general upgrades. Okay. Damn it.
Feels like a brand new
Okay, okay, we might be in the running again.
feel much better now. Sorry,
Alright.
your own fault for being full of good. There's more over here.
Tripod prepped and ready, miner. We need you to clean up the landing zone.
This one almost missed.
Ooh. One armor for every 2% of missing XP. The XP gain line.
Just the upgrade I was looking
Need right now.
for. Ain't that? Oh yeah.
Oh, no. Impact Axe. Alright. Cheap viewers on Stream Boo. Yeah! The fuck out of here. Scammer bot person. For this one, I think I'm gonna max out XP. This one, I'm gonna max out crit. This one, I'm gonna max out move speed. Not a lot. That's so funny. The bot found me on both apps. You sneaky bastard. How do you even do that? How do you even do that? I don't know anything about technology. Riley, help me. Okay, I'm gonna quit because I think I might be going to work. Did I text her back? Did I text my lady? Okay, well, Clint hasn't texted back. Leave a little something, man. You gotta think a little something, something. Yo.
Disco.
Disco. Well, if it isn't Vinny Disco. Good boy, Hanky. Good boy. Look at that, Hank. Good job, man. Hey, Hank, it's okay. Here, come on, Hank. Let's get some fleas out. It's okay, buddy. I'm gonna get him up. Good boy, Hanky. Good boy. Here, here, here. You playing anything right now, Mr. Mac?
No, I'm just chilling.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, you be chilling.
Pretty much.
All right, man. It actually looks like I am working today, so.
Oh my god, you get me on this thing.
I know. I'm sorry.
Promised me a great time.
I know, man. I'm a tease.
Sorry, I'm probably about to eat anyways.
All right. Have a good lunch, dude. I'll talk to you later.
All right, man.
And by Riley and to the stream bots. Oh, yeah. Stop streaming.